Nice little ride around Bainbridge Island. Got Derek and Jennifer behind us. Here with Johnny and Jennifer and Derek and Brian Mito and Sonny Kwan at the Japanese Memorial Dedication Wall on Bainbridge Island. I rode here from Magnolia to Bainbridge. Oh, look at all these people here. Made it here at 9:45.
Someone, if there's an elderly person or someone who is has mobility issues or needs to have a seat, we have about 5 or 6 seats in the reserved area for the internment exclusion survivors. So if you would like to have that and be close, you're welcome to join the survivors. And on that wall, this back, will be all 276 names. It's a 276-foot wall. And there'll also be these beautiful, what we call friezes. They're representative pictures of moments of history of this story, of their story of immigration, and then the internment story, and then returning home. And pay attention to those walls and look closely at those images, because on them are some wonderful quotes that beautifully tell the story. And for today's program, I'm also going to be using quotes from people you may have heard of and others, but they sit for the feeling of what we're trying to portray in our ceremony today. And as you can see in your program, it's broken into 3 segments. It's history, healing, and honor. I think those 3 H's best sum up the site. And there's probably one H that I think is representative of all of you, and that's heart. And there's one person on this island that exemplifies that quote probably more than any other that I've met. His name is Dr. Frank Kitamoto, who's 2.5 years old when he was taken away. He's the current president of the Bainbridge Island Japanese American Community nonprofit. He's been my friend and mentor and an inspiration to all of us in the community. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Frank Kitamoto.
Thanks, Clarence. You know, it was 11 years ago when Deborah Hickey from the Bainbridge Island North Kitsap Interfaith Council approached Don Nakata in Junkaharui and said, "You need a memorial at that Igodal site. It's sacred ground." 2 years later, at our 60th anniversary commemorating our March 30th, 1942 forced removal, black crows were noisily cawing as we began reading the names of the 276 islanders who were exiled. It became dead silent here. A Native American friend said to us later on, "When you speak about your ancestors, the ravens stopped talking," and the hair stood up on the back of my neck. Early February 1942, my father walked out the door with the 2 FBI men. We couldn't eat that night. It was so sudden. We were all crying. Nobuko Sakai, Omoto. I told the blankety-blank FBI agent, "Leave my father alone. He's an old man. He hasn't done anything. Take me instead." Taik Nishimori. My father had passed away, so they took my mother, Tats Moritani. It's been over 50 years. I've never talked about this before. My best friend Mo was already in the Army. I decided to go to the Federal Building and volunteer for the Air Force. The recruiter took one look at me and said, "No way you're going to get in. You're a Jap." I never felt so humiliated. Nob Kora. We had exclusion order number 1. We had 6 days to get our affairs in order. We'd be the first of over 120,000 to be forcibly removed to America's concentration camps. 2/3 of us were American citizens. The other third, having been in the country for over 30 to 40 years, were aliens not by choice but by law.
sleep on the sofa or something.
No, sleep on the bed.
Hey,
Hi, Mr. Kawa.
Hey, I got a few more things in the scout room that
Okay.
I stuck them in the corner of the storage area, so
Okay.
someday.
Okay, I'll come by. You want a piggyback ride? Sunny will.
you want me to help him?
Oh yeah, I know. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that's right. I was sitting right in front, but then we had to move. We had to go to the bathroom.
They didn't know you were there.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You didn't have this on either.
Ours.
Oh, they didn't know. You were here.
If Fumiko Hayashida is not here, oh, she is here. Then you are the second oldest person here.
Oh, yeah?
There's two.
Richie, look what you're missing out on. Hans.
Cindy, Lisa.
Oh, hey!
Must have brought your own plate.
I borrowed.